Hello, welcome to Hawks recap episode that's not a game recap episode. Still trying to work on what to call these videos. I appreciate everyone who has left their ideas down in the comment sections already. Keep on doing it. I want to gather as many ideas as I can before I make a decision. I just don't want to rush it. So please, if you do have an idea, leave that down in the comment section below. I appreciate it very much. And eventually we're going to get an actual title for these videos that talk about the Blackhawks, the NHL, hockey in general, separate kind of videos than the game recap videos that I've normally been doing. Now, if you're not aware or you're kind of just wondering why there's such a long break in between Blackhawks games right now, that's because the Blackhawks are officially on their bye week. A stretch of 5 days where they don't have any games. Every team gets one of these, and these actually started off last year when the Players Association requested these bye weeks in exchange for the league implementing 3-on-3 overtime. Last year, it didn't go so well. There was bye weeks for every team, and they ranged from the beginning of January all the way to the end of February. And a lot of teams would come off their bye week facing another team that hadn't had their bye week and just were cruising along. And you notice that a lot of these teams that are coming off their bye weeks are pretty rusty. And it just seemed like every single time the team that was playing regularly would just whoop up on the team that was on their bye week. To combat that issue, the NHL decided to change it up a little bit this year. Instead of having a 2-month window where teams would have their bye weeks, they decided to shorten it down to a 2-week span here at the beginning of January, where every single team would have their bye week at some point within that 2-week span. However, I don't think that really fixes anything. For example, the Blackhawks are going to be coming off their bye week facing the Islanders, who will have played 4 games already since their own bye week. And this is the part that makes it pretty bleak for the Hawks and other teams that are in this similar type of situation. The Hawks are going to be playing the Islanders, who have been playing games and practicing for a week at least, heading into the game. And the Blackhawks cannot practice for 4 out of the 5 days on their bye week. That's per league rules. Teams on their bye week cannot practice the first 4 days and are only allowed to practice after 4 p.m. on the 5th day. So, yeah, talk about going on vacation, coming back a little bit rusty, and not having a whole lot of time to work off that rust. The funny thing is, this was the Players Association idea. This isn't the NHL's fault. The Players Association thought this was a good idea because they look at football and see bye weeks and how good of an impact those have for players. But bye weeks in the NFL or football, where the season is only 16 or 17 weeks, it has a much different effect than it does with an 82-game long schedule. It's just not the same. Most of, if not all, players already have a bye week kind of baked into their schedule with the whole All-Star break. Yeah, All-Star caliber players have to go and play hockey, but it's 3-on-3 tournament. It's not that all-out demanding physical hockey that really wears you down. So adding another bye week on top of that just doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, and it really prevents us from getting rid of the real issue, and that's the back-to-back games on every single team's schedule. Now, to be fair, bye weeks are not a new concept. They haven't just been put in these last 2 years because of the bye weeks. They've been around quite a while. But that doesn't mean that we should keep them. Now, last year, the Blackhawks had 14 instances where they played back-to-back games. This year, that's jumped up to 17. But no matter what that number is for the Blackhawks or any other team in the NHL, if you really think about it, it's really an insane concept that any team would have to even play one back-to-back set. There's a reason why it's very rare to see in the playoffs. The fact that it even happens from time to time in the playoffs is bonkers to me. For those of you who have played hockey at a competitive level, or even any other contact sport for that matter, you'll understand that the toll your body takes in one game really isn't felt until the next day. And to think that these NHL players playing at the peak competitive level of their sport are playing one game one night, then flying to another city, albeit first class, but still flying late at night, early morning to another city, and then having to play another game the next night, and expect them to have the same type of performance, especially when there's media and TV and entertainment at stake, it just doesn't make any sense. But the worst part about all of this is that we have 5 days without hockey. And that really sucks. Thanks for watching this episode. Let me know your thoughts on the whole bye week thing. Also, let me know your ideas on what I should call these types of videos. Leave those in the comment section below. Like, share, subscribe. I appreciate it if you do, as always. But most importantly, stay safe, make good decisions, and I'll see you next time.